improve the life of New Zealanders, whether it's schools, new hospitals or roads.
Question number 5, the Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, to the Prime Minister, does he stand by his statement that he would resign rather than change superannuation?
Yes.
The Leader of the Opposition.
Does he stand by his statement, quote, with all due respect to the Retirement Commissioner, there are a lot of things on my plate I need to deal with in the here and now, rather than things in 2020 and beyond?
Yes.
Why does he think that the retirement age is not a current issue when the budget shows that spending on superannuation will exceed spending on education in just the forecast period?
Mr. Speaker, of course superannuation is an issue, but one thing that is worth noting is that increasing the age of eligibility has much less of an impact than commentators might imagine. For instance, moving the age to 67 makes a difference of about 0.7% of GDP, and that is not until 2030. So it is an issue, but growing the economy and fixing some of the other issues we inherited from Labor are more significant.
Does he understand that for most New Zealanders, superannuation will be a significant part of their income as they age, and that it is only fair to give them time to make those inevitable changes?
Well, Mr. Speaker, yes. But that's why you need a national government that will grow the economy and solve many of the problems that we inherited from Labor. Interestingly enough, Mr. Speaker, there was a chap on from the OECD this morning who made this quote, and I say, I don't think that New Zealand pensions are unaffordable in the sense that expenditure is still very much below the OECD average in the long term, by which he means 2050. Even if there is no change, by then it will be 8% of GDP compared with the OECD average, which is 11.5.
Is it because he is governing for the immediate term and not the long term that he's pursuing policies such as freezing funding for early childhood education or selling off our state assets?
No, we are delivering an economy which is growing. We have forecast growth rates to be higher than the Eurozone, UK, Japan, Canada and the United States. But, Mr. Speaker, let's just understand, over the next 3 years, let's just understand one thing. That party went to the last general election wanting a capital gains tax and raising the age of super for one reason and one reason alone. It was not to claim the moral high ground, it was to catch up for the spending promises they'd made, and they still haven't learned how to grow the economy.
Question number 6, Kevin Hagan.